Hello, this is Economic. I'm Grant. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about why it's important to average in uh, and buy good companies. Um, so, just jumping to straight to the start. I talked about this the other day where I own a company, it's a perfume company that is probably not going to be good for a year or two. That's when they'll probably start getting earnings because right now everybody's stuck inside. Uh, when there's a vaccine or when people just stop caring, they'll probably continue going outside. When there's a vaccine or people just stop caring, they'll probably start going outside and wearing cologne and perfumes again. So that's really the thesis for this because it's fallen a bit from where it used to be. So back in February it was 60, now it's in the 40s. I talked about that earlier. I bought it, as you can see in my Robinhood account, I bought it at 45.26. The point of averaging in is to be able to buy and lower your cost basis on a company. So even though you might have bought it at a bad price, you keep lowering the price of it so that when it does go back up, you're not trying to get back to where you were. You actually start making a positive result. So yesterday, they reported their earnings, and as expected, it wasn't a good earnings report. They beat on EPS, on earnings per share. They missed on revenue, but that's really not what matters here. So as like I already talked about, I bought it at 45.26. So when the earnings came out, it was kind of a weird earnings effect where it was down 18% after hours, and I couldn't find an update on it after like 5 o'clock. In the morning, I look is up. It's down. In the morning, I look and it's only down 5%. By the time the market opens, it's down like 4%. But what really matters here is that when I saw that it was down 18%, I'm like, I'm going to put in an order. It was actually at $37 instead of around the 44 it was trading at that day. And so I put in an order at $37 in fractional shares for because I didn't really feel like trying to buy a round number, really. I didn't feel like trying to get a round share number. So if you look, 38 I bought 3.8 shares in fractional shares. It was kind of weird with Robinhood because I put the order in after hours. I don't know if you can do a limit share with fractional shares. So even though I put it in at $37, I got filled 10 minutes after the market opened at like 9:41 at $40. So even though it wasn't the limit order that I was trying to get, I ended up averaging in, which brought my cost basis down. So here you can see my 3.8 shares at at $40. That was $152. So my cost basis was 45.26 when I first bought. I bought in at $40. So now my cost basis has gone down to 42.99, which is somehow makes me up on this company, even though I was down as much as I think 7 or 8% like a week and a half ago. In fact, when I put the video out on the 4th, I was down. Today's the 10th, and I'm up. So that's why it's really important to average in, because that can be the difference between making money or losing money, or it's just simply trying to get back to what you bought at originally versus having some positive. So yeah, that's why you gotta average in. All right, this was Economic. I'm Grant. Keep investing.